to GazetteSports.com. It's Tyler.
And Mike, and the entire Poly track team. And this state video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company.
All lanes, all roads lead to this, the 2013 CIF State Track Championships in California. We were up in Clovis, Mike, to see this one go down.
This is the podium everyone wants to be on. These are the plaques and maybe team trophies that everyone wants to get a hold of.
And it was hot up in Fresno, Mike. How hot was it? Everyone clamoring for shade as we tickled triple digits here in the Ovis. It was tough.
It was so hot, there was a W in hot. We start with the 4x1. This is a race that Long Beach Poly is synonymous with, and it starts off with Jade Lewis on the leadoff leg, a very even first leg as she's running even. Hands it off to the freshman Maya Perkins, who's going to make up some good ground there on the backstretch.
And from this point forward, after this good start for the Jackrabbits, they're so fast, you know that you just now need good passes. You just want to be clean. She gives it to Diamond Thomas, still looking good. Polly's in the lead here, and there's one goal right there in the third leg. Give it to Ariana Washington in the lead, and then it's basically over.
Because you're not going to beat her over 100 meters, that's for sure. Once she gets it, deuces!
Polly's going to win this one by 1.33 seconds in under 45 seconds, 44.93. That's really fast. It's a nation-leading time, Mike. They did it again.
They broke their own nation-leading time set earlier this year. This school has the national record in this time. It is their race. They win it year in and out, and yep, wave to the people. They're pretty excited about it.
The people love them. They love the people. We go to the boys 4x1. The football players out here, Gerard Wicks with a good start for Poly, trying to get them going in this one. Not necessarily one of the favorites, but with that speed and with this good start here, giving it to Demarie Stewart. At this point, Poly's looking really good.
Well, this is certainly, they're out in the lead right now, and this is kind of a Shakespearean tragedy because look at this second pass. Wait, hold on.
That's kind of tough. We got to go back here. What exactly happened? You can see on the stretch as this pass is going to be made outside the zone. When the track turns blue there, that's not good. Poly would end up finishing and posting their best time of the year at 41.79, even with that confusion in fourth place. But as you can see right there on the big scoreboard, they were DQ'd.
Definitely difficult for them. We go to the 100 hurdles where Ebony Creer of Poly is the lone Long Beach entrant. She did very well to qualify for this race. Creer, just a junior, has done a fantastic job of kind of putting it all together in this postseason, and she's had a great run to get to 2 events here. She's just looking for points, and she gets them with a 7th place finish in time of 14:48.
That's big time. She's really emerged in this postseason as the boys 110 hurdles now. Wilson's Bayron Manuel, Milliken's Masana Viltz. Manuel was the CIF Southern Section champion in Division 1, but Viltz handling his business in lane 9, barely qualified to be in this race, but here he comes. He's in second, and he's going to dive across the finish line. A tremendous finish, a 14.08 for Viltz. He drops over 2/10 from his prelims time. Somewhat surprising, but a feel-good silver medal for the Milliken Ram.
I think that's the potential that we've all seen in him. It's nice to see him living up to that. And speaking of living up to it, Vincent Calhoun in the high jump.
He gets it going quite easily to start his day at 6'5" and 6'7". Now he clears 6'9", which is 1 inch off of his PR, and he clinches a top 4 finish there. Now he's looking for that new record at 6'11", and he gets it. And he's got to be fired up about that one. He couldn't clear 7'1" and ended up losing the tiebreaker, so it's a 2nd place finish, but still a nice showing for just a junior.
And speaking of nice showings for juniors, we go to the 100. Not a great start from Ariana Washington there in lane 5 in the pink, just hovering in the pack, and I'm going to hit pause. Freeze that right there. What do you think's going to happen?
I'm thinking airflow, Mike. Bayou!
Washington, I mean, she defends her 100 state championship easily. LaTroya Franklin takes 7th, but Ari, all smiles. That's her 3rd state title, and of course, at home atop that podium.
An 11.39, a wind-legal personal record for her. She would be back to that podium, no doubt. We go to the boys 800, Lakewood's lone representative. It's Jacob Orosco, and we've been waiting to see him get to state. He's been on a mission to get here and show what he's all about. Unfortunately, as you see him come around after the first lap, he's back in the pack. But hey, we've seen this before, although there are a lot of fast runners here to pass.
But the patented kick wasn't enough for the king of pain. He was kind of stuck in traffic. It's harder to kick through top-level athletes, and he just wasn't able to do it. A little bit of a frustrating day, but still a great season for the senior CIF champion.
Girls 300 hurdles, we've got Payne here for Poly as she's really the top consideration for points in this one. There's 2 runners for the Jackrabbits, Ebony Creer also in this race, but Payne looking like a second place finisher behind Jade Miller potentially.
Payne and Jade Miller of Great Oak are the 2 top runners in this event in the country. In high school, you see the little stutter step right there from Payne. Essentially, she said she knew that, she had a couple of stutters that was going to take her out of first, but she still pulls out a great silver, the time of 42.06, Creer in 8th. Both of them are juniors and will return in that event.
Go to the girls 200. Again, it's Franklin from Jordan and Ariana Washington, and she got a good start in this one, so the field's in trouble.
Yeah, you certainly don't want to be even with Ariana Washington when she comes around that curve, because at top speed, she's pretty much going to you're not going to beat her over 100 meters at her top speed.
No, we've been over this. She completes the double-double, 100 and 200 in back-to-back years, only the 5th girl to ever do that in California. Fastest time ever by a 16-year-old, 23:22.
Last race in high school for LaTroya Franklin, who's going to Arizona State. Washington noticeably fatigued after the race, but still smiling on the podium as she makes another little bit of history.
Back to the field, the girls shot put, Milliken's Destiny Talale Motu, facing a difficult field in this one in the shot. She ended up finishing 5th with a throw of over 47 feet, just over. Maybe hope for a bit more, but that's not a bad finish with a personal record for her.
Certainly not. Back to the track. The sun is down and the lights are on. It's the mile relay, and you know that it's about to finish up here after a long day. And this ended up being an exciting race. Didn't affect the team results, so Ariana Washington was not out there. They shut her down rather than risk injury. And Long Beach a little bit behind, still running on the stagger here.
These 2 teams really have been a lot of fun to watch throughout this entire process, through prelims and everything, Polly and Wilson both, and we knew that they were going to be contenders. You can see they're kind of in the middle of that lead pack and starting to make up ground. Here going into the second pass, the Bruins are in second with Ashley Chambers, the Rabbits right behind in third with Holly Harris, trailing Piedmont Hills though.
Heading into the final pass, both LB teams charging again, trying to fight for that second spot as Piedmont pulls away. This is Lewis from Polly and Haas from Wilson.
And it was just unfortunate because you felt like maybe if Polly had their star Washington, they would be able to catch up. You see the Piedmont Hills gap continues to grow, but a close finish here for 2nd through 4th. Wilson trying to take that silver as Pearson making the charge, but Kimber Payne is going to be able to edge her at the line. Polly in 2nd, 3:43.62. Wilson in 3rd, 3:43.76.
So we go to the final race of the day, the boys 4x4. This Wilson quartet here has done some great things. They set a school record in the prelims, so they're trying to sort of keep things going in a positive direction. We've seen great things from the boys and girls programs at Wilson as they sort of start to rebuild that legacy. And obviously this is a great experience to be in the race, facing some heavyweights. Sarah out there in front is the fastest 4x4 boys team in the nation, so great experience for this Wilson.
Very valuable, and they weren't necessarily in real contention for the win because Sarah was in such firm control, and that was to no surprise to anyone here in Clovis. They're just that good, racing really against their own time and looking for a podium finish. They were in contention for that, Mike, was Wilson, but Adore Jackson and Sarah just running away with this win and the boys' team title. As he crosses the finish line there, we go back to find Wilson. They end up 7th, just off the podium, but another school record, 3:16.10.
So certainly a nice way to end the season. Obviously, they wish they would have finished a little higher. But we go to the team title. Jackrabbits win it, 49 points. It's their 13th state title, 5th in the last 6 years. All of those are since 1992. Really, another great year for the Jackrabbits.
That's the school's 23rd track title at the state level. That's absolutely remarkable, including both boys and girls. And what a remarkable postseason run. It was a lot of fun seeing a lot of schools here in Clovis. Even though it was so hot, it was great for Long Beach, the Moore League, and specifically those Poly girls to show out once again.
Well, and we had, as Tyler mentioned, we had 5 schools here, and from what we understand, everyone's going to be better next year, so you can look for even more track coverage right here at GazetteSports.com.